everybody, once again, and welcome to Real Shame, a show where the two of us talk about our list of movie blind spots, aka our list of shame. My name is Andy.
And I'm Adam.
And on Monday's episode, we talked about a movie from 1998 that I had never seen before called Armageddon with Bruce Willis, Ben Affleck, and a cast of thousands, seemingly.
Yeah.
Adam decided to pair that with
Geostorm. All right. This is also from IMDb. When a network of satellites designed to control the global climate starts to attack Earth, it's a race against the clock for its creator to uncover the real threat before a worldwide geostorm wipes out everything and everyone. That's Geostorm.
Geostorm.
There's something wrong with Dutch Boy.
No, there isn't.
Well, an entire village of dead Afghans may disagree with you. And then yesterday, an airlock just opened by itself. We lost one of our crew.
Dutch Boy's not my problem anymore.
That I am calling bullshit on. Because other than your daughter and your precious soccer club, Dutch Boy was all you ever gave a damn about.
Oh, yeah, once. But you took care of that.
You don't care. No? Well, then what are you doing living out here? Look, I know you think I'm a weasel. Someone who just moves pieces around a chessboard for a living. Well, guess what? Yeah, I am. But that is how you get 17 countries to agree to build a space station. Now you build things. Right? And there was something wrong with the thing that you built, and people are dying. If you really think you're the best, which I know that you do, then how the hell can you stand there and say no?
I'll be taking orders from someone, I suppose.
Yeah. So what, is that a yes?
As long as it's not you. Yeah.
All right. Geostorm came out in 2017. It's directed by Dean Devlin, and it's also written by Dean Devlin and Paul Guyot. It stars Gerard Butler and Jim Sturgis, who I remember Jim Sturgis from Across the Universe. He played Jude.
Across the Universe, yes.
And Gerard Butler is fun. He's 300. He's Leonidas at 300.
He's the guy. He's White House now.
He's White House.
Or no, not White
Olympus
House.
has fallen.
Olympus has fallen, and Angel has fallen, and some other thing has fallen.
Yeah, there's 4 As Fallen movies.
12 million Has Fallen movies.
It's a movie that I haven't seen before. Have you seen it before?
Nope.
So this is a blind watch for both of us. Not meaning that we watched it with our eyes closed, just mean we didn't know much about it going into it. But it's your week, so what'd you know about Geostorm going into it? Do you like Gerard Butler, and what'd you think of Geostorm coming out of it?
I remember when this came out, seeing the preview for it. I think you asked me, like, when are we going to go see Geostorm? And I was like, never.
Sounds like something I'd ask.
I didn't really have any interest in seeing it. I don't really have much of an opinion on Gerard Butler either way. I mean, I don't dislike him. He's fine, I guess. So I don't know. I thought this movie was going to be more. I thought it was more like a disaster movie, like The Day After Tomorrow or 2012. I thought it was like
same here.
I thought it was going to be more like storms. Just something has gone haywire in the universe, and so we've got all these like storms like happening. I didn't realize it was like a satellite thing or whatever. So I honestly I wasn't a big fan of this movie.
Okay.
I mean it wasn't. I mean it was watchable, and it clocks in under 2 hours, which is a plus. I wasn't quite sure. I know Gerard Butler at one point says that they were born in the UK. He and his brother, played by Jim Sturgis or whatever. But I couldn't tell if they were trying to do American accents or not, because Gerard Butler, if he was trying to do an American accent, he was failing miserably.
He's like Sean Connery.
Yeah, Jim Sturgis maybe was a little bit better, but I don't know. To me, it didn't feel, coming off the heels of Armageddon, and I know I kind of criticized Armageddon because I felt like it had too much stuff in it. Like they try and go crazy. Like everything that can go wrong does go wrong,
Yeah.
which makes the movie like half an hour longer than maybe it should be. But I didn't feel like this movie was exciting enough, honestly. And maybe that's because I expected it to be more. Maybe that's just a problem with my expectations. I expected it to be more like 2012 or Day After Tomorrow or something like that. And so like we've got tidal waves, and we do have some of that stuff, and we have like whatever that city in Afghanistan or something gets frozen and stuff like that. But I just didn't feel like there was enough of that. So honestly, I thought the movie was kind of dull in a way. I mean, not like super dull. I mean, it does have some exciting stuff in there. But I wasn't like a huge fan of it. I can't say it was like horrendous or terrible or like the worst thing ever, but I just didn't get that much enjoyment out of it overall. And I mean, I figured, I mean, are we spoiling this? It's still, I mean, I figured Ed Harris was in on it. From the beginning. So
hey, he's in both. Is he in both movies? He's not in both movies.
He's not in.
Because Ed Harris is not Billy Bob Thornton. I don't know why.
No.
I also get them confused.
And Andy Garcia is the president in this movie.
Yeah, I could have done that whole last. Isn't it like Abby Cornish, like his ex-wife or something like that?
It's Jim Sturgis' fiance.
Oh, Jim Sturgis' fiance.
She's a Secret Service.
What's her name?
Abby Cornish.
It is Abby Cornish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have done with that whole last half of it.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like that was just kind of like, too much.
It's really
felt like
silly.
they're trying to give Abby Cornish something to do, some like her.
She's a Secret Service badass.
Yeah, that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. Part of me wishes I paired Armageddon with a different movie, that's more kind of destruction. But if we think about it, there's really not a lot of destruction that happens in Armageddon, right? We get the big meteor that hits in New York, and then that's kind of it. And then we follow these guys. So maybe it was a more apt pairing.
I mean, I'm not sorry I watched it. I just, overall, I was just kind of like, I was underwhelmed.
Yeah. No, I totally get that. I like Gerard Butler. Like, he's fun in movies. When he doesn't take himself too seriously, he's a lot of fun. And this movie, so I have a lot of goodwill towards him, and it's fun seeing him kind of do his thing and be this, smart guy that built this, space station or built this satellite network.
What's it called? Dutch Boy?
Dutch Boy, yeah. Stick your finger in the damn whatever.
Yeah, Dutch Boy.
Was the Dutch Boy also like a chocolate or something like that?
I thought it was like a paint.
Maybe it's paint. Maybe it's
paint or something.
Shows
Dutch
you how
Boy
much we know.
Brand. Yeah.
So I like that aspect of it. I think, what am I thinking? That's the problem. I don't think it's shot as well as Armageddon. Like, I think Michael Bay actually is talented as a filmmaker. He does a lot of things that I'm like, roll my eyes at. And he what's his name? Zack Snyder. They have their own things they always go back to and the way they like to shoot, but they both are talented filmmakers, right?
Yeah.
It's just like they need a little guidance or they need like a little point in the right direction, stuff like that. So I think it kind of suffers a little bit in that aspect, this movie, Geostorm, because it's not shot by a very like visual kind of auteur. Can you consider him auteur? Kind of director of that ilk, right? Dean Devlin is just not up to that, at least at this point in time in 2017 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I do think it kind of suffers a little bit that way. And, I think like, a little bit with, we did with 2012, I think it relies too much on CGI. I mean, all movies nowadays do, but it just doesn't feel like it holds up as well. Like the destruction, like the street turning red hot magma and stuff and all that kind of just, to me, I don't remember it holding up that well.
Yeah.
When watching it this time around. So I don't know. So I'm with you a little bit. I like it. It's fun. It's a fun movie. I'll put it on again if I want something that's just silly and fun and weird, but it's not something I'm going to run out and rewatch again like I do with all the Marvel movies, so it seems. So it's worth seeing once and see where you kind of go and watch it from there. I would watch I call it Space Jail because of some movie reviewer.
Lockout
with Guy Pearce. Yeah, that's my favorite movie of the ilk.
Yeah.
So I would definitely watch that over this for sure.
Yeah.
If I would choose it again.
I would too.
All right. Anything else you want to add to Geostorm.
No, it's 16% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes and only a 35% audience score.
Yeah. I think Geostorm you can easily replace it with 2012 or Day After Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the same kind of things happen in both movies. You know?
Yeah.
Where it's like end of the earth, plant destruction. Maybe Day After Tomorrow because like what weird weather patterns and all that kind of stuff. I don't know.
Which one did we do for the show? 2012?
I think we did 2012.
Okay, we didn't do Day After Tomorrow.
No, we didn't.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't think I've seen that one, actually.
That's what Jake Gyllenhaal's.
Yeah, so I haven't seen
And
that
people freeze outside the library, I believe.
one. I haven't seen that one. Ooh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, let's do that. All right. So you said really low, 35% audience.
16% and 35% audience, yeah. So it's
All right.
not so hot.
Well, since we talked about Michael Bay a little bit earlier in the week, we decided to pick a question that was, what are some of our favorite Michael Bay movies? Michael Bay has done probably as many Transformer movies as he's done non-Transformer movies at this point in time. So, and some of them are good. I don't know. Some I'd call good. Some I wouldn't call good. Do you want to do a listicle or do you just want to name one flat out?
We can just kind of talk about the movies that he's done and then
Okay.
just kind of pick our favorite. I'll tell you this right now. I've only seen the first Transformers movie. I have not seen any of the rest of them. So, and I thought the first Transformers movie was shit. So, I'm not a fan of that. So, I don't know if I'd be a fan of any of the rest of them.
I've seen a couple of Transformer movies. Which is the one with like not Paul Walker, dude?
You're asking the wrong person.
Fear in it. The guy from Fear, Mark Wahlberg.
You're asking the wrong person.
Where he played like someone named like Cad or some weird. He had some weird name.
No idea.
I've seen that one. So okay, should we start in order then? So the first
was Bad Boys.
Bad
right?
Boys.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I think this might be my favorite of movies he's ever done.
I'm not gonna say. I mean, it's close to my favorite. I will say this. I like Bad Boys better than Bad Boys 2, and I know normally it's the other way around. Most people like Bad Boys 2 more than Bad Boys. I think Bad Boys 2 goes on for like an hour too long.
No, Bad Boys 2 is terrible.
Goes on forever.
I
love the beginning where he's like doing the boats, like he's releasing the boats and stuff. Like,
and they're like driving
really
through.
exciting.
Yeah.
But it goes on for like an hour too long.
Yeah, not a fan of Bad Boys 2.
Yeah.
I think the first Bad Boys is really good.
Yeah.
Because it's small, it's intimate, it's more character based.
Yeah.
And then Bad Boys 2, Michael Bay was like, oh, we're going to make this big and bombastic.
Yeah. And even, this isn't even a Michael Bay movie, but the guys that did the Bad Boys for Life, I feel like they kind of emulated Michael Bay pretty well. Because I liked the third one. But anyway, again, not a Michael Bay movie. And then he did The Rock.
The Rock, which is probably tied.
Yeah.
For me,
I like The Rock, but I just, man, it's been so long since I've seen it. I really need to revisit that.
I watch that movie at least like once every 6 months.
Not me. I just haven't seen it in a long time.
I see Bad Boys probably about once a year. I watch The Rock probably once every 6 months. I like Sean Connery in it. He's fun. You know, I saw something posted recently where people are trying to, say that Sean Connery's James Bond in this movie. I don't think it is in the text or the script or anything like that, or anyone who made it wanted to give that intention, but it's kind of cool if you read into it and pretend like his character John Mason is actually, 007, maybe the non-secret identity of 007, stuff like that. That's kind of a fun, like, little fantasy that people can go with. But, I like Nick Cage. I mean, I think, Nick Cage is kind of like mellow, but kind of big. I don't know. I like The Rock a lot.
So Bad Boys 2, then Armageddon.
Yeah. Yes, I believe that's correct.
Here, we'll just pull up IMDb.
Oh, I was gonna do it off of memory, and I was doing a terrible job with it.
You can try.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought Armageddon came out before Bad Boys 2.
Maybe.
Give us a second. We're pulling it up right now.
Well, the problem is you get like 62 credits. Or sorry, Bad Boys, then The Rock, then Armageddon. No, yeah, you're right. Bad Boys 2 came out 2003. He did Pearl Harbor before he did Bad Boys 2.
Pearl Harbor, terrible movie. Also very long. Where do you follow Pearl Harbor? Pearl Harbor's like 9 hours long.
It's 3 hours long. I actually saw that in the theater, surprisingly enough. I think at the time I actually didn't think it was that bad, but I don't remember anything. I saw it the one time. So no comment, I guess, for me. Then Bad Boys 2, which I think is an hour too long.
Yeah.
Then The Island.
Island's Oak is middle of the road Michael Bay for me. So that is exactly in the middle of what he can do. I think some of it's cool, some of it's not. It's not as big as all the other movies he did. I think Michael Bay's the best when he's restrained. Like his smaller movies, I think he does so much better than his really, really big movies.
And then he did like 12 Transformers movies.
Wait, where'd you fall on The Island?
I only saw it once. I don't remember a whole lot about it. I think I liked it okay when I saw it.
Then you did the first Transformers, which is
Then Revenge of the Fallen, Dark of the Moon.
Where's Pain and Gain?
Pain and Gain.
Pain
right
and
after
Gain
Dark of
is
the Moon.
good Michael Bay. Again, smaller movie. I heard he did it because he got mad that everyone says he only does big movies. And he did this movie to prove him wrong, and he was right, and he needs to continue doing it. Pain and Gain's a good movie.
And then he did Age of Extinction, Transformers.
That's
13 Hours.
no, did he produce that or he direct that?
No, directed.
They're
all directed by.
Is that the Benghazi one?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Sure.
I think it is.
Yes, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi.
So 13,
I never saw that.
13 Hours. I know I say I don't like war movies. I like 13 Hours in spite of it being a war movie, in spite of it being jingoistic, America rah rah rah. In spite of all that, I actually like 13 Hours. Have you seen that?
No. And they did Transformers The Last Night.
I haven't seen that one.
And then for Netflix, he did Six Underground, which I never saw.
I watched the first 5 minutes of Six Underground, and that felt like a movie in and of itself, and I have not watched the rest of it.
All right, so out of all of those movies, you think which one is your favorite? Rock, Bad Boys?
It's a coin toss between The Rock and Bad Boys for me. Depends on the day.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's between Bad Boys and Pain and Gain.
Hey, you can't go wrong with either of those movies.
Yeah. I like Pain and Gain. In fact, I like Pain and Gain so much, and I didn't even realize it was a Michael Bay movie.
Yeah.
When I watched it.
No,
So, yeah.
Pain and Gain's really good. Michael Bay needs to do like you do your big movies, make your big bucks, but do these small movies, man. You're
Come on.
You're really talented. You can do these really well. Yep.
Yeah. All right. There we go.
Well, now
Michael Bay.
Now it's your turn.
And enough with the Transformers movies.
Yeah.
I think we've had enough. We're done.
For sure.
Cut those off.
But now it's your turn. You tell us what Michael Bay movie you like. Michael Bay, if you're watching, tell us what's your favorite movie you directed. I doubt he will ever see this, which is probably
Screw you
good.
guys.
Yeah, pretty much.
You guys suck.
He could run us over with his Lamborghini.
Yeah, he could.
The cool thing about Bad Boys 2 though is they actually blew up that mansion for reals. Like it was a mansion that was like gonna be demolished, and he's like, "No, we can do it."
He's like, "All right, let's do it."
Yeah, so they blew it for realsies, which is cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, let us know what your favorite Michael Bay movie is. Are you like us? Do you like Bad Boys and all the smaller ones? Or are you like, yes, Transformers The Last Night, Optimus Prime has a sword and they have Dinobots and that's what I want? Hey, that's all good. Just let us know. And leave us a comment down below. We answer viewers' questions like this one that are sent to us, realshame@gmail.com. We need viewers' questions, guys. We if you feel like you've sent us one, or if you feel like you don't have a question that we're interested in, we are interested in. Send it to us. Send us your questions. That would be super helpful. Follow us on social media @RealShame on Instagram. Like, subscribe, share the show, all that kind of stuff, because that really does help spread the word, and we do appreciate that. And stay tuned next week if we cross some movies off my list of shame. There are some war movies. And there are some directed by Stanley Kubrick. Mm-hmm. So stay tuned to all that, guys, and we'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye.